Speaking from the investor side and not from the property manager side, one thing that's usually an afterthought to most people when they own rental property is how they're going to file their taxes at the end of the first year of owning it. Most people underwrite the deal and they're just worried about what their monthly cash flow is, their mortgage, taxes, insurance, minus expenses. How much profit do I make each month? How much profit do I make at the end of the year? What you're not focused on in the beginning, at least from my experience, was the record keeping, the bookkeeping of your expenses on a month to month basis. So at the end of the year, when you go to file your tax return for that property, you can hand your accountant a clean, organized summary of what happened that year with that rental property. What happens to most people, what happened to me in the first year was you're essentially giving your accountant a fistful of receipts. And your accountant does not want that. Your accountant wants a clean and summarized version. And you're actually asking your accountant to do your bookkeeping retroactively at that point, which is really not what most of them want to do. They want to basically just input the numbers that you should have been keeping track of on your own. And to drill into that for a minute, what that really means is that you have expenses to operate the property that are going to be able to be deducted off of your rental, your cash flow, such as your landscaping, your utilities, your mortgage interest, your property taxes, your property management fee, or my management fee, the repairs, every expense that you have as the owner that goes into operating that property like a business, you're going to be able to deduct off of your rental income. And you need to have a clean and organized summary to just give your accountant. So the main point here is that when you hire a property management company like Keyrenter, or a property management company that should be operating in a professional way like Keyrenter, we're doing a lot of that bookkeeping for you. It's not just that we charge a management fee to you each month to operate the property, handle any repairs, coordinate with the tenant. We do all of those things as well. But one thing that's not talked about enough is that we're helping you keep your record keeping and your books in order. You're going to get your monthly statement showing any repairs or what happened with the property that month, making sure the rent was paid. But at the end of the year, you also get a 1099, which you just give to your accountant to say, hey, this is how much pure profit I actually made off the property. We're going to give you an itemized line by line breakdown of what the actual expenses were. So that by itself is worth a lot of money or has value to just be able to give your accountant that summary as opposed to retroactively trying to look back in your bank statements as to what the expenses were when you self-manage. And I don't know what the value is, but I think most people would place a lot of value in that service that we provide to not just run the property, but also give you accurate accounting as to what happened at the end of the year.